So the Anthony Yarde Sergey Kovalev fight, which was reported to take place 29th of June, was set to take place in Russia, and Anthony Yarde, as mandatory challenger, was set to make a career high payday of something like 4.2 million. Now, this was being announced kind of end of April, early May, and we were kind of expecting to hear some update on it. But as the week went on, it just seemed to go stagnant. There was no announcement made. There was no anything made, and getting close to June, I myself was kind of suspecting, where is this announcement? Because, if you're trying to build this fight, if you're trying to make Anthony Yarde, this star, if you're trying to make this fight as big as it can be, you kind of expect that the announcement be made ahead of time so you have a chance to promote it properly, so you get the press conferences in, etc., etc., etc. So I was wondering why there was no announcement. Now, it's been reported now by Michael Benson that there's actually going to be another purse bid, which is set for the 11th of June, which is this coming Tuesday, and it's basically going to be another purse bid. So I don't know what's going on here. He has said, this is on Michael Benson's Twitter page now, he has said that there was an arrangement put in place for this fight to take place in Sergey Kovalev's hometown in Russia. It's a place he hasn't fought in since 2016, but it's obviously broken down and the Russian organisers never announced it. This is what he's reporting, Michael Benson is. Now, I don't know what that might mean in a sense if it's breaking down and the Russian organisers haven't reported it. I would imagine, if I had to take a guess, and I'm not making any accusations here, but I would imagine it has something to do with the fact that Sergey Kovalev in the USA, he has some pretty serious charges that, he's going up against. I think it's an assault charge against a female from a little while back. I think it was actually before he fought Lady Alvarez in the first fight. Now, they're quite serious charges, and as far as I know, Sergey Kovalev, he lives and trains in the USA, so maybe he's physically not able to get to the USA, or get out of the USA, I should say, to get to Russia. Because for those who don't know, as far as I believe, Russia will not expedite any of their citizens once they're in Russia. So maybe the US are thinking, if Kovalev goes to Russia, he might not come back. It could be something like that. Again, I don't know. I'm just throwing that accusation out there. It could be completely false. I don't know why this fight is being dragged on as long as it is, but it obviously is. It'd be interesting to see what happens with this purse bid now, because Tunde Ajayi and Anthony Yarde were making these kind of outrageous claims at the start that, if the fight happened in Russia, it wasn't going to happen, it was a duck, this, that and the other. But obviously when you wave $4.2 million or pounds or whatever it is to Anthony Yarde, Tunde Ajayi, everyone has a price at the end of the day. They were willing to go and fight Kovalev in Russia. It'd be interesting to see what kind of purse they're going to get now if this purse bid goes ahead. It may end up being in the UK if Frank Warren was to win the purse bid, but would Anthony Yarde get the same amount of money? It's unknown, it's unclear. 4.2 million for someone of Anthony Yarde's level, someone who's never really fought anybody, Travis Reeves of the world, to be making 4.2 million for a single fight, it's pretty incredible. So I would imagine if that's the kind of purse Anthony Yarde's looking at, these Russian organisers must have some deep pockets. So I would imagine that they probably will be able to outbid Frank Warren. But I'm just kind of interested to see what's going on with this, because this fight seems to be just dragging on. And we've had no real resolution and no real outcome as of yet. So I'm kind of interested to see what's gone on and, behind the scenes what is going on. Because Team Yarde haven't really made any, statements in the last few weeks that I know of anyway. And we've heard absolutely nothing from Team Kovalev. So it's interesting to see what's going on here. Maybe it will come to light when the purse bid takes place and we'll see what happens from then on. We'll see where this fight is, etc. I don't know what's going on with this because, it seemed like it was a done deal. Anthony Yarde was saying that he signed his end of the contract and, it seemed like it was all well and good. We were waiting on the announcement. Obviously, the announcement never came. And here we are. We're going back to the purse bid and we're trying to put two and two together and find out what's going on with this fight. It's a fight that I'd be intrigued at. I'm definitely intrigued to see how Yarde and Kovalev would go. I would definitely be favouring Kovalev in the fight just because we know what we expect with Kovalev. We know he's a tremendous puncher. We know he can box a bit. With Anthony Yarde, he's athletic. He definitely has some talent there. But we just don't know how good he is. We don't know if he takes a shot. We don't know how good his defence is at world level. We don't know, how he'd react to being in there with someone of the skill set of a Sergey Kovalev. We just don't know because, like I said, probably the best name on his resume is Travis Reeves. And Travis Reeves is really he's just fringe journeyman. He's just probably slightly better than them guys. So yeah, that's the best name on Yarde's resume. So it'll be interesting to see how he'd go against Kovalev. Myself included would make Kovalev favourite just because we know what we're going to get with Kovalev. We know what he is. We know how good he is. So, it'd be an interesting fight, definitely. But I'm just interested to see if and when we're going to get it because it seemed like it'd be the end of June. that's pretty much dead in the water now, it seems. So be interesting to see where it goes from here. Let me know what you guys think down below. Leave your thoughts. Do you think we'll even get this fight? Do you think that if Yarde's purse goes from 4.2 million down to maybe even in the 100,000s, would he even bother taking the fight? Let me know what you think down below. Of course, if you enjoyed the video, like it. If you're new to the channel, please hit subscribe. And as always, I will talk to you after.